What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, KingStix. We're doing our climb to challenger. We're playing against roughly high plats right now. Meanwhile, we are in silver. I'm going to be showing you a really cool AP Zac build. Zac has an insane amount of item options. I would still recommend going for Cinderhulk since it's very OP and Zac can utilize it perfectly. Since Cinderhulk relies on you landing CC to activate it, and Zac can do that super easily. So you're still going to be going Cinderhulk, but then you have a lot of damage item options. Their team is super AD heavy, so I think we're going to go into an early Bramble Vest, maybe an early Ninja Tabbies. After we have that, we can go straight into a Leandry's, which is 31k. So we might have to go Leandry's into Warmog after the Bramble. We'll see how the game's looking, but overall our team is insanely tanky. We have an Urgot, we have a 𝐒𝐿, and we have Senna. So I don't think I need to go full tank this game, and in fact I would like to have more one-shot damage. I've done this build a few times, and I've come to realize that if your team is tanky, it's actually a really good choice, but if your team's squishy, it's usually not a very good option. So I'm going to be showing you guys what it looks like and how to play it. We're just going to be going for the normal full clear. I did make the mistake of not rewarding the opposite side. Normally it would be a bad mistake, but since they have a really strong invade with the Thresh, it's actually okay to do a defensive ward. Like you saw, they actually didn't invade us because of it, even though they're all stacked up in the bush. Oftentimes it's enough to deter people because they don't feel comfortable doing a late invade. So if they have a Morgana, Thresh, Blitzcrank, you can lay a defensive ward, recall, get your Oracle Lens. Otherwise, if they have a bad early invade, but if they have like a Lee Sin or a Warwick, I would ward your opposite side to make sure they don't steal your camps. And if they do, you can counter invade them. That way you don't fall behind. Because the easiest way to lose on Zac is to fall behind early, essentially. Falling behind early will just lose you the game. You need to hit your mid-game power spike on Zac to carry. So a lot of people don't realize they over gank. They hit level 3. They're like, okay, I want to gank, but that's usually not the best choice unless it's absolutely free gank, which is very rare. That's maybe not 1 out of 10 games, depending on what elo you're in. Can be higher sometimes if it's like gold or lower, if people are like hyper pushed up. Looks like his ward just broke. I'm just double checking to make sure no one else warded it. We're in a pretty good spot. Gragas doesn't really invade, especially when he goes Predator. He just tries to get level 3 and gank. He doesn't really try to invade since he doesn't have a real keystone yet until he gets boots. Alright, we have smite up. We have level up on Gragas, where we have 2 camps up on him as well. We got that. Alright, we couldn't get to the ward in time. Maybe we can break it though. Nice. That was from the plant that we hit. We got vision of the Scuttle and the Gragas as well. He's level 16 with red buff. So he probably started blue, cleared up here. He never took his Raptors though. That's really bad for him. He's just going to give these up. I've gotten all my camps. This clear is going amazing for us. Not getting invaded because he's a weak early game jungler. And not dying and getting some of his camps. We're going to go ahead and leave one Raptor. It's actually going to die. That sucks. You normally want to leave one so when they come to get it, it's still a low level. Yeah, I can't help her. Go to the Scuttle Crab speed up. You don't need my help. Gragas is over ganking. Just for some perspective, the Gragas is Platinum 2 with a 66% win rate. So he's definitely not a noob, but he's way over ganking. He shouldn't be. It just doesn't make sense, really. I can just hop over the wall. He used his E to get over the wall in the first place, so he can't cancel my E. Now we're going to back and get all of our camps. You don't really want to be power ganking before you have your boots on a Predator jungler. It's just a bad idea. We're going to be going straight into our Bomby Cinder. I used to like to get Blue Smite first, but after they changed Bomby Cinder into landing a CC and it does a lot of damage, it's actually kind of better to get Bombies first because it gives more gank damage and it also helps your clears a lot more than going for an early Blue Smite on Zac does. Their team doesn't have a real way to deal with me in team fights unless their Aphelios gets really fed. I think our backline's in a pretty good position since they have the Tahm 𝐒𝐿. It looks like they're running some sort of cheese strat where Senna goes the support item and 𝐒𝐿 does the farming. I've seen that a little bit before, but this is only the second time I've actually seen it in game. So I'm not too familiar with it. I have seen it The one time I did see it, it did all right. Didn't do anything crazy. I think it's just a safe, cheesy cheese strat. We're almost level 6. We'll go get this Jace. She's out of mana, so Jace is gonna be looking to fight. This isn't warded. Oh, our Aftershock and W didn't kill him. I thought we had the damage there, but not quite. Oh, nice. We got him. We got a double there. Nico's still in the fucking turret. That was insane. I don't know how she didn't realize she was getting hit by it. She took 3 shots. She took 2 shots and then walked back into it. At least it was just an execute though. It's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and get his golems and raptors again. I need to hurry though, get my E on cooldown so I can escape. So I'm gonna E over the wall. He might base straight into golems. It's very common, so I'm gonna actually pull it away from the wall here, right there, because that's probably where he's gonna come from. Yeah, there he is, of course. Look, they just hit him. They canceled it. They just put it on cooldown. All right, we're out of there. That was a really tough spot. Gragas got off a good E, canceled our shit. He's only level 5 though. His predators should be on cooldown. Jace might be in this bush. All right, he's not, and this isn't warded. So we're actually gonna stay here for a second. I have no idea where Jace is right now. Jace flash is about 12 minutes. All right, he's just trolling around the map a little bit. Go ahead, pick up the pink ward, and we'll get back out on the map. We have a big CS lead. I'll just call it Jace flash 12 mins. Use it around the 7-minute mark. It might be up around 11:30. It's fine though. Gragas is going to be struggling hard. He over ganked, which will put him behind in levels and in gold. And I've also been taking his camps. Bot lane's gankable. We need a pink ward in that bush though. I don't like ganking a lane when they're that pushed up when my teammates have 0 pink wards down, because oftentimes you're just stepping on a ward and you're wasting your time. So I usually don't go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and clear my red out. Once again, guys, after we have our Cinderhulk, we are going to be going for some more AP or damage styled items. We're not going to be going for just pure tank. Once again, Cinderhulk will be doing more damage than a Runic Echoes would be. I still recommend going Cinderhulk, even if you want to build Zac with more damage. Obviously, you're not going to be building attack damage. You're going to be building kind of bruisery AP, similar to almost like an Elise jungle. Slightly more tanky, though. Thresh is actually still here. I'm going to check for pinks real quick. There's a chance it could be warded. Might get the Aphelios here. He's pretty easy to gank if he's out of position. I can clap him really hard. Yeah, Thresh is there. I'll just go ahead and break this stuff, and then I'll head over. Thanks, honey. I'll get the dragon. Gragas shouldn't really be able to stop me. Yeah, he's top lane anyways. I didn't think he would be over here. Ganking a Tahm Kench is really difficult. He's just going to get an easy kill top. Looks like he didn't take my blue buff, and he's so low on health. Even if he knows I get dragon, I don't think he'll push into my blue because he's just so low. And he kind of has to back. He's probably going to back get the rest of his jungle item. Getting an early dragon on Zac is rare. Zac rarely has dragon pressure early in the game just because of how weak he is early on. Gonna ult into him. Alright, I almost blue smited him there. I didn't think I needed to, but it was getting really close. I'll go ahead and just shoot this at his... See if his golems are up. They might just be respawning back in. Yeah, they're back in. My E is on. Oh, Gragas is bot too. This is free golems. And his raptors are coming up. His raptors are yellow, which means it's 15 seconds or less. He did get a gank off bot though. I don't really want them to know I was here, so I'm going to be just E'ing over the wall. Set didn't see me as he was crossing over, so Gragas shouldn't even push into my jungle, so he's going to miss out on some more camps. Really big for us, and we can gank the Jace. His flash should still be on cooldown as well. So as I knock him up, Zoe will land a free snare on him. Gonna Q the minion, knock him into it. Oh, I'm really surprised we lost that. Yeah, really surprised we lost that. It happens though. Nico didn't really have much damage, surprisingly. And we couldn't kill Jace with our combined abilities, even though he has 0 MR. No health. Oh well. Next up on our list, we're going to be getting Bramble Vest. If we had it, we would have killed Jace. Not only that, but it speeds up your clears and it gives you a lot of magic damage in team fights as people hit you. It's a really good early tank item buy. If the enemy team is super AD heavy, it kind of ticks all the boxes for what you want as a tank. Damage, tankiness, better clears, really everything. Nice job by the Nico. She really doesn't do any damage though. It's kind of awkward. That wasn't really worth it. On the bright side, we do still have Dragon advantage, and I got Gragas' camps. He is a higher level than me, though. He must have soaked a lot of minion XP. His over ganking is starting to pay off. Since he finished his jungle item, he completed it. Just blowing up my teammates. I can cover this turret, though. Maybe stop him from getting 2 plates. Gonna knock him back into the turret. He's dead. Or maybe not. He tries to juke it, but he doesn't have boots. I'm surprised the turret did that little damage. He took 2 or 3 turret shots, but I felt like the turret wasn't really doing much there. That was kind of interesting. He seems awkwardly tanky. He lived with like 10 HP. What a pain. What a pain in my neck. Ping out the Gragas. He looks like he's trying to set up a gank bot. I'm hovering on bot side. Yeah, he just laid a pink there. We're in a pretty good position here. I'll go ahead and get into the bush once the minions are not that far up. Holy shit. I'm just going to go ahead and back. Okay, got the minions now. Gragas is mid, so the enemies are all the way back. I think that ward saw me, though. I have no idea how that was there for so long. I have to back. Looks like we're going to get double pinks, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and stay right here. The enemies, look how far back they are. They're not even in vision. This is really bizarre. Very, very out of the normal. Okay, next up on our build order, I'm not going to be running straight into Warmogs. In fact, I would rather get this first. If you rush straight into Warmogs, you'll be down 200 or 300 HP to hit the 3k passive on it. So instead, by going for a Leandry's first, you can hit that cap much better. And get more value. Since with the Warmogs, if you're not getting the 3k HP bonus, it really isn't doing too much. The enemies also have a lot of damage, so if I rush Warmogs, even though that gives me a lot of HP, I'll be awkwardly squishy because of it. Enemies are shoving up a bit. They're getting really aggro. Waiting for my raptors. They've been yellow forever. Gragas is going to pwn this chick. She got outplayed hard. I think I'm going to have to give up Dragon here. Just going to cross through. back in on him. Kind of poke him down a bit. He did get a Dark Harvest stack off of me, which sucks. And I'm going to get Cannon Minion. I'm going to shove this wave out. I can clear wave super fast with my Bramble Vest. Gragas is actually chasing this. What a nut. Gonna bounce on him. He's crazy. He actually thought he could engage on that. What a nut. I do have some AP as well, so it's kind of hard for them to do weird shit like that. No, I canceled his back. Hopefully Nico shoves wave. I would like to go for Gragas Golems. Thresh is kind of cutting me off though. I'll just chill in this bush right here. My bot lane has been interesting this game. I can't really play around them. The enemies are playing super far back the whole time. So I'm just going to go ahead back, get the rest of my Leandries. I have a fair amount of HP. I'm sitting on 2k. That is more than their set. And it's more than their Thresh. So I am still tanky. I have the Bramble Vest, which is giving me armor. I have, I'm getting 12 free magic resist. So I'm countering a lot of the Gragas's magic pen from the Sork shoes. So you're still very tanky. You're basically an AP bruiser that has a crap load of CC. It's something that I like about this build. The one downside to full tank Zac is if you have a high win rate, your teammates won't be doing too much. And a lot of times you won't have the damage that you need to actually like one-shot the enemy team. But with this build, if you land all your stuff, you can pretty much one-shot the enemy team if you land all your abilities. At least if they don't stack magic resist. If your team's AP heavy, I wouldn't do this, but we only have 2 AP characters, me and Nico, so the enemy shouldn't be stacking too much of it. Very nice. Gragas got the Q off on the set. Flash to knock him and the Thresh together. While they were knocked into each other, I E'd. I didn't want Set to get off a good ult or anything like that, so I just figured I'd CC him out. I'm going to knock him against the turret. I'm going to E him, knock him with my ult, and I'm going to get out of here, dude. That's the power of Zac, baby. His CC is OP. That's why he's S tier right now. This is, yeah, that's literally warded. The ward just broke. Alright, we got turret. Very nice. Gragas is dead. We could do his blue and Gromp realistically, or I could just take this first. I don't know if I'll be able to take blue and Gromp. In fact, I'll just go for the golems. I can't get there in time. The enemies are pressuring it. I don't want to start Herald either. I feel like it'll take me too long to take it before they get here. So I'll just take this. I do still have my E up. I can short hop the wall so they can't really cancel it. Or if I have more time, I can just do a full charge to Baron Pit like this. Yeah, Thresh is trying to decide whether or not he wants to engage on this. He can't really, though. He needs more than one teammate to engage on me. Pulled the Herald out. I'll let it reset. It'll waste about 5-6 seconds of their time because they can't fight it while it's resetting because it just perma-heals and you can't kill it. You would have to be able to one-shot Herald as it's walking back to respawn because it's getting back around 1k HP per second. Looks like they're going to pressure our turret, so I'm going to head over there. Make sure you're not really doing split pushing on Zac. If you're split pushing the side lanes, you can't defend mid lane, which Zac is really good at doing because of his E. So make sure you're close enough to help. Looks like we're forcing a fight for whatever reason. Set should have stayed to finish off the turret. Looks like the minions might do it anyways. What's happening? Looks like they're just focusing 𝐒𝐿𝐻. 𝐒𝐿𝐻 is way too tanky to be focused. That was an interesting fight. It was technically a 4v4 because Set wasn't there, but still, I'm surprised we won it that hard. No one on my team's that fed other than me. Before those 2 kills, it was actually 10 kills to 10 kills, so that was kind of surprising. This is probably warded, so I'm going to have to smite it correctly. I'll W smite at like 900 HP. Don't know why no one else is helping with this. I'm gonna whack these little guys together. We're just going to have to pull off. It's not worth the potential Gragas still. Going to ult him back into my team. He's dead. And I say we just do Dragon at this point, really. We're kind of low on HP, me and the 𝐒𝐿, and neither one of us have a Warmog. So we're going to stay low on HP. Going to short hop the wall. That's the power of the Zac short hop. It's pretty much instant. So Thresh would have had to basically flash flay there to stop it. He just had to really know a way of stopping it there. Going to go for the Dragon, full E. And yeah, things are going pretty damn good. I'm liking the build. As long as you don't get yourself killed early, I think this is a good choice if your team isn't already AP heavy. If your team is already AP heavy, I don't think I would do it. They're AD heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my... No, I'll just go straight into Warmogs. The Bramble Vest alone is fulfilling its need of canceling out their lifesteal on the Jace and their AD carry in the set, so they won't really be able to heal off me. In fact, they'll take some damage. It's still speeding up my clear speed. And I already have enough HP from my Liandry's to get a Warmog and be able to access its passive. So I'll be around 3.5k HP with a lot of damage and a fair amount of utility. And I do still have Aftershock, which does a lot of damage and makes you very tanky when you CC people. So I'm really getting the best of both worlds in terms of tankiness and damage. Yes, I'm not quite as tanky, but realistically, doing 40% more damage and being 30% less tanky, I'll take the damage, because if enemies are dead, they can't really hit you. They can't fight back if they're not alive. And my team's super tanky, like we've discussed. Blue smited him in midair, knock them together. I'm gonna ult. Doesn't look like we're really going to get anything out of that. We did do a lot of damage and we got a flash though. You can blue smite in midair to slow people down so they can't dodge your E. Plus, I used it to pull off his Edge of Night shield. By doing that, it let me land my E for free. Otherwise, his Edge of Night shield would have soaked my E and I wouldn't have been able to CC him. So you can use your Chilling Smite kind of like a primer for your CC. So either they can't dodge it or you'll just pull off their Banshees or Edge of Night Veil. I'll give it to Senna. I don't really need it. But I am going to take this. Look at all that damage. That Liandry's hurts with that. I'm going to grab Thresh, pull him. I'm going to have to move away from him though. I was in a weird spot because of the Gragas abilities there. He got stuck behind my team though. Looking for a pick. Didn't turn out. That was a good swallow by the 𝐒𝐿. Set and Thresh are kind of annoying for Zac because they can both cancel your E in midair very quickly with their flay abilities. Gonna pull him against the turret. He's in a weird spot now. He just sped up though. Don't know what sped him up. Nice, getting some picks. And that is pretty close to wrapping up this game. We don't even have to end here if we don't want to. Yeah, he's just holding on to his E. I can't E while his E's up. He'll just knock me out of the air. Alright, I have to back up. Gonna E. It's fine, I have my blobs. And since I have armor, he can't kill my blobs with one auto attack either. Gonna ult. Gotta pick up my blobs. Oh god, I didn't have enough damage. And he has a decent amount of MR. He has 58 magic resist, which is a lot. He must have taken double magic resist in his runes because he really doesn't have that much in his items. That was unfortunate. We do now have our Warmogs, and we will be building into Ninja Tabbies. If their team was more AP heavy with more CC, we would have gone for Merc Treads, obviously. That was a bit of a rough fight. Kind of goes to show how strong Aphelios is, with how much damage he did. And Jace did a lot of magic damage to me. If you look at the damage Jace did, he did 1,200. And over half of it was magic damage. I honestly didn't realize how much magic damage Jace had. Very surprising to me. Very surprising indeed. We're going to go ahead and wrap this game up, guys. No reason to drag it out. Let's just keep getting the dragons, and then we can win. You can go for Conqueror on Zac Jungle, even if you're going to go pure tank. or whether you're going to go AP. The thing about it though is, from what I've found, I don't like to go Conqueror unless the enemy team is absolutely full AP or full AD. So if they had an AD jungler like 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 or Nocturne, then I would have done it, because you lose out on a lot of tankiness when you go for Conqueror versus Aftershock, because Aftershock gives you a lot of armor and magic resist whenever you CC somebody. It does have a 20-second cooldown, but in fights that extra tankiness makes a huge difference. So the enemy team, if they have mixed damages, I don't like going Conqueror because it just makes you too squishy, especially if you're going to be going an AP build route. We could just pressure bot lane. Bot lane or dragon is fine. Enemies might be on it right now. Guess not. Very nice. We got the ward. Gonna go ahead and get this. They have double down inhibitors. If they try to stop us, they're gonna lose their Nexus. They don't have any Nexus turrets right now. If they step up, I'm gonna hit somebody with my Q and pull them into the Baron pit. Alright, he's dead. It might seem like a waste to use my ult on him, but you never want to do a 50-50 smite fight. Yeah, my smite does a little more damage than his. His is doing 760. So mine's doing 90 more damage, but you don't want to risk it. Just kill them. Don't give away the Baron. It's that simple, really. And I'll show you guys my damage at the end of the game. Last game when I went AP Zac, I actually had the most damage on my team, which is impressive. Gonna Q him. Gonna try to knock him into something. Guess I'll just use the base. Looks like he's trying to get on my Senna. Oh, I can't get him. In a bit of a weird spot now. Ooh, double kill, baby. Call me 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒. Hell yeah. And that's it, guys. That's going to wrap up this game. If you enjoyed this Zac Jungle AP gameplay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.